For green, AMTV, Bitcoin rich. So let's talk about the next major event, the next large shoe to drop, which I believe is a major collapse up, like what I've been saying all of this year. All of this year, I've been saying it's a hyperinflationary collapse. Expect brand new records, expect Bitcoin to skyrocket, expect stocks to skyrocket. This isn't a bubble yet. They're going to go much, much higher. And the Federal Reserve and the central bank system here in the United States and worldwide is going to pump things into infinity as a byproduct of their intention by design. This is why they've kept rates at zero. This is why there's so many bailouts. This is why there's the PPP loans. And even Kathy Woods, I think it is, of ARK Investment, was pretty much saying the same thing today. In fact, Michael Burry of The Big Short allegedly is shorting her ETF on the downside, but he's actually been wrong. He's the guy that famously shorted 2008 and 09 housing stocks, I believe it was, but he's gotten it wrong. He was saying we were going to go much lower when Bitcoin was at 29,000. I told you to buy, not financial advice, and we've basically shot straight back up. In fact, I'm going to be going over pricing information at school. Click the link below in a minute, technically where I think we're going across these assets. And also particular profit-taking opportunities I'm looking at with my own personal portfolio. I'm going to be going over very specifics on all the positions we've been talking about. Another reason to subscribe and get in here on this beautiful Friday. I encourage you to do that. Click the link below. So I think it's a collapse up. I think we're going to see more inflation, arguably hyperinflation. And I think this is going to price many Americans out of their homes, as it already has. It's going to pump stocks even further, and it's going to create a roaring 2020s mania. This has been the primary theme that I've been talking about here on AMTV, and we've been right thus far. We're not right about everything, but we've been 100% right on this primary theme, and it appears to be where we are going. So trust the plan. Trust the plan. More uncertainty, more lockdowns. Again, this is perpetual. It is never ending, and it's permanent. This is what we've been saying for a very long time. Also, major news today. Facebook launches Horizon Workrooms, which is its new metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg lives out here in Kauai, another beautiful island here in the Hawaii state, although there is talk that we're moving into another curfew, actually, probably within the next day or so. I've heard through the grapevine, so I'll keep you guys posted on that, because again, this doesn't end. This is permanent. This is what I said last year in February. Expect permanence. This is the plan. Trust the plan. So Mark Zuckerberg is also launching these metaverses where you basically do remote work in a virtual reality. Now, this ties directly into blockchain. It ties directly into cryptocurrencies, NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Again, another reason to learn about this at school, because the entire industry model of the workforce of Fortune 500 is a permanent shift, never going back to commercial buildings in the same capacity that many of us were familiar with, again, forever. This is a move to AI. This is a move to robots. This is a move to supercomputers, quant-based systems. In fact, Elon Musk's satellite company is launching their Gen 2 satellite, Starlink, out in our skies, which is going to beam all this internet down, which I believe will be exposed soon. They've already talked about this with the battery packs in your home. And Tesla cars potentially mining cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, because it can take a lot of power. And so what would be a better decentralized network than, let's say, 10,000 satellites operating autonomously by themselves in our skies? And also the self-driving grid car systems, which is another reason they need satellites for self-driving cars, and also to integrate us, trust the plan, into a full virtual blockchain environment. The complete digitization of humanity is where we are headed. So basically what Zuckerberg is doing is he transitions Facebook into a metaverse from a social media company, and some of this is pretty cool. Some of it's a little dystopic. I admit he's creating VR worlds of which you can meet with people, create avatars, wear digital clothing, participate in digital events while you work. But also this will translate into massive entertainment venues like professional sports, movies, and other forms of video games and entertainment type venues. So this is huge. This is where we're going. This is the future of this planet. And It's a globalized world. Again, this is a world of no sovereign nations anymore. And I am not like happy about that, but that's the truth. You have to see it through the broader lens of a dominating China and a dominating East in the rise of really the South Pacific. China taking the helm in Afghanistan post the collapse and the 20-year failure and withdrawal that Biden just committed, which we still have people over there that can't get back. Who's picking up those pieces? China and Russia. Other countries like Iran, neighboring that area. I talked about yesterday, and India having a more dominant influence, not to mention just with population growth. Most of the population is coming from the continent of Africa moving forward. It's not here in the westernized world. We actually have a population decline here in the United States. People aren't having babies like they used to. So just by the sheer numbers and the demographic force of the future, the United States is going to be a subpar player just in terms of the numbers moving forward. If you actually look at that raw material population growth and gauge as we approach the 10 billion mark, if we'll ever get there. We'll see if that is allowed to happen. So I'm expecting a black swan. Some of you ask, Christopher, what's a black swan? Well, it's basically a negative, unforeseen event like 2008-09 or something that's unexpected, a curveball that nobody sees. I think that's going to happen soon. And I think that's going to happen soon to change the narrative. It could have something to do with the president, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris. That's all I'll say about that. Go more into that at school with specifics because I can there within our private community. I also think this is going to pump financial assets to new highs, especially as August is FOMO month and through the remainder of the year, probably kicking the can down the road to first quarter of 2022 before a major black swan hits. And that black swan, I think, will result in a complete financial economic depression, a meltdown, a deflationary collapse that I think Michael Burry will eventually be right about, and people even like Warren Buffett will be eventually right about. Notate, for example, last year he sold all the airline stocks. He was not really very bullish on tourism. And he also spoke today, and I thought made some interesting comments, just talking about the businesses that will thrive in this environment have more to do with branding, and companies that don't take a lot of capital investment. Because when you live in hyperinflation, let's say if you've got to go buy more manufacturing equipment, your costs go up into those inputs as inflation rises. Also, there was an announcement from Amazon today that they will be opening up department stores akin to like Nordstrom's across the country. I think they said Ohio and California. So we're seeing a greater concentration of power into just a select handful of people and a select handful of companies. As they digitize everything, crash the dollar willfully by design, integrate us into a new blockchain-based system and a new world reserve. With CBDCs, China leading the way, of course, with its digital equivalent currency, the United States falling pretty much behind, but will eventually release its own CBDCs as they pump and onboard the masses into the largest pump up collapse this way, at least in the short run, of the entire blockchain space. Again, I'm going to go over numbers at school. $2 trillion in market cap in the cryptocurrency space, but I'm going to get into the specifics of where Bitcoin goes, Ethereum goes. I'm going to talk a little bit about Cardano. I'm going to talk about the various other picks in my portfolio that you guys know about at school. A lot of these are private, and I'll talk about them anywhere else, and where I think you could potentially take some profits along the way. So we'll do a little technical analysis as well, because the whole point of our platform here at AMTV and at school, click that link below and get in and get all of our content, is to position you guys for success in the most challenging environment in world history as we literally move to an entirely new financial system. People call it the quantum-based financial system. They call it the Great Restructuring. Some people call it the Great Reset. Doesn't matter the words that you use. But as we move into this new system and it changes all of our lives permanently, because we ain't ever going back. So to the way things were, ever. That's what they've told you. This is the new normal. So just count on it. It's been 2 years now, and it's never ended, and it never will. So what you need to do is position yourself for success. It's my job to take all of you guys to the moon right here. You can see my little cute moon guy here sitting on the moon and beyond. And to help you guys prepare for what we know is going to happen next. So this is, a part of your economic financial arcs. And I love you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day here on Friday, and I encourage you to learn as much as you can while you can. Again, a lot of family and friends have been coming to me lately asking me to help them structure their portfolios in the crypto space, which I'm more than happy to do. But I'm telling you, we're going to go much higher. Bitcoin, I think, will hit six figures probably within the next month or so, and I think it's going to rocket as high as 200K. That's just our indicator. That's just the largest gold equivalent standard in the world. That's not to mention all the other cryptos and all the opportunities that have already gone up 2, 3, 10, sometimes 1,000x in particular cases. Anyways, I love you. I want to see you at school. Get in Bitcoin Rich. Get all of our videos, all of our fundamentals. You can do it on your own time. It's simple. All you need is a cell phone. You get in, you join our community, and you can start right now. So it's payday on Friday. I encourage you guys to get in. It's a positive place of learning. It truly is the future. I'm going to be talking a lot more about NFTs moving forward, also the metaverses, and also I'll be releasing a few more stock picks very soon that I'm extremely, extremely bullish on, and just basically show you everything that I'm doing. Also, major announcements with the Island Project. You get it at Bitcoin Rich first. So click the link below. I've got major designs and plans I'm about to release to our private community, and I'm very, very excited about that. So Island Project, 1,000 freaking X, my friends, to the freaking moon. It's going to be sick. So I'll see you all there. Jesus Christ is King. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Anyways, just a quick video. ISIL to be released soon. We are not available yet, but I'm very excited. I am super, super stoked to share with you new information on this project very, very soon. Again, you can find out a little bit more, bitcoinrich.com. You will be the first, of course, to hear about this, hear about the opportunities as we release the future tranches. So, gonna be big. It's going to be real big. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Visit us at bitcoinrich.com right now. That's bitcoinrich.com and reserve your seat. Limited seating and prices going up soon.